Hi guys, and welcome to Finish It Friday, episode 21. Glad to see you. Let's get down to the stamping surface and let's take over where we left off on Wednesday. Okay, so here are our card pieces. We have 3 base cards. I have Mango Melody, Petal Pink, and Balmy Blue. No, Pool Party. Sorry. Pool Party is a 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. And these two are just regular 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. We have our 6 squares. There are 2 by 2. We have leftover scraps. We have some basic white and very vanilla for scraps. And then we have our 3 pieces that all measure 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, 2 of them are DSPs, and this is a coordinating color. More like a contrasting color. Sorry, you want to have a darker contrasting color. All right, let's get out our paper trimmer. Let me move this off to the side. And let's move the card bases off to the side. All right, so we have all 3. Now, when you have 2 pieces of designer series paper and a piece of cardstock, you can cut all 3 at once. Now, if you have 2 pieces of cardstock, no. But with the designer series paper, you can. So the first cut we're going to make, and this is on the 4-inch side. So remember, this is 4 by 5 1/4. So this is your normal layer. So let me get that all lined up. So the first cut is at 1. The next cut is at 2. And then that's going to leave you a 1-inch piece. Let me make sure that's all straight up again. My evening evergreen might have been just a little bit a hair off. All right, so now we have 2 cuts. We did one at 1, and then we did it at 2. So that's our pieces there. Let me set this over here. Now what I like to do is, on these 3, I like to flip these 2 over so I see the other side. Okay, so let's go ahead and get out our card bases. And I like laying those out too, just so I can see what I think I want to do with these. All right, so I'm going to look here, and I think I want to keep these 2 together because they're lighter. I think I want to keep, I may or may not keep these 2 together. No, I don't think I will. Let's see. And all I'm doing is I'm just rearranging how I think I would like these to go. Let's see. I think this is the hardest part of everything, guys, is deciding what do I want to have where. I think those are awful matchy-matchy, but I think I'll do it. I think I'm going to go like this. You're just going to rearrange them. Now, I have, for lining up, let me get out my stamp and seal. Once you decide how you want them done, I like using my T-ruler because I like putting that right up there, and I have an 1/8 of an inch mark right there. So I lay the bottom of the card right along that 1/8 of an inch line. So now I can go ahead, put my tape down. I'm going in right here. Hopefully you can see that. I'm going into the 1/8 of an inch mark. Oh, my card, I was a little off. So let me go ahead and take that off quickly. Sorry. All right, you know what? I'm just going to leave it. As you can see, I was a little off. So I must have moved it because see here, see how I got off that? I'm just going to go ahead and continue with it. I could exhale on that or use undo to get it off, but I'm not going to worry about it. So what I am going to do now this time is I'm going to make this one straight. So that will hopefully line that up a little bit more. All right, a little off. I'll probably trim that a little bit, but still. So let's go in here. I keep replacing this Band-Aid. All right. That string bothers me though when I see the string come up. All right, so let's try this again on this one. Again, laying that so that 1/8 of an inch mark is across the bottom. It looks like this one is straight. Holding onto that, going into that 1/8 of an inch mark right there. All right, that one looks better. Make sure that's still lined up. I hope I'm not getting my head in. Nope, I'm not. I had to do a quick look over at the laptop to make sure my head wasn't getting in the shot. All right, so there's the second one, and now here we go to the last one. And I'm getting that right up against the edge of that. I can tell that this is folded correctly because my line stays the straight all the way across. Going in on that 1/8 of an inch mark on my ruler. Oh, that would have been pretty at the seashells, but we're doing it this side. All right, and the last one. Okay, so there we have our 3. We're going to come over to our squares now, and you're either going to do kind of like that because that draws in some of that dark green. I want to put the dark green, I think, on the bottom. All right, now this one I'm not so sure about because that's I think on this, yeah, we'll go ahead. All right, so see how I said you might have pieces left over? Oh, I think I like that a little bit better. It's kind of contrasting off of that. All right, so that's what I'm going to do for my triangles. Line them up. Line them up. Oh my goodness. And go ahead and line this one up. All right, so your bases are ready. Now you're just going to use your sentiments. So that's where you take this. You would take your either your very vanilla or your basic white, and let's go ahead and stamp that happy birthday. We'll stamp it 3 times. And of course, as you can see, I'm doing it crooked every time. All right, let's get our paper trimmer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to line up that edge with how the top of those letters, so that way at least I know this is going to be straight on there. Again, taking those Y's. And yes, I'm wasting a lot of paper here, but it is what it is. You could also use a punch. You could use any of your dies. That one's really crooked. All right. You know, if I could just stamp straight in the first place, we wouldn't have this problem. All right, so let's go ahead, grab these off, knock my card down. All right, so let's go ahead. That one is really crooked, really crooked. I wonder if I could use this punch and just kind of, is it long enough? It's not. All right, so what we're going to do is, let me grab my snips. I'm going to go like that. I'm going to make this into a little banner. I'm going to do a high-low. That way you're emphasizing that this isn't meant to be. Let's see. Here we'll go in. We'll do it right down the middle there. And on my examples, you'll see that I popped them up with dimensionals. Here, I'm just going to tape them down, just so this video doesn't go on forever. This one I will just, since this one is probably the straightest of them all, I'll just do that as a straight across. All right, let me get all of that into my garbage. So there you are. In a matter of 12 minutes, we were able to make 3 cards. Like I said, you could pop up, you can add embellishments, any way to jazz it up the way you want to. But beautiful looking cards. Let me show you some other ones that I made. This was using the butterfly paper. I can't think what it's called. I don't think I still have it on my desk. I don't. All right, so it's in the annual catalog. It's the butterfly paper. And then on all of these, I use just the iridescent rhinestone basic jewels. All right, so this is the butterfly paper. This is the Regency Park. Oh, wait, this one's all on its own. This is the Regency Park. So that's in the January through April mini catalog. Love this paper. Again, just using those jewels. And this is showing if you can do it with just one sheet of designer paper. And this is, again, this Regency Park. Let me show you if I still have one of those left. I use that one a lot. So I may not have, I may not have it left. I don't. All right, but see, I love that flower. And I don't think, oh, I do have a piece of it left over here so you can see. So see, the back side is that. So all I did was cut it and then just use that one sheet of the DSP that is 4 by 5 1/4. And then put on coordinating cardstock for the diamond. So you can use one sheet and one card base. You don't have to use the 3. I just like the variety you get from 3. Where did I, oh my goodness, do you hear that? I have an alarm going off. Okay, where did I get this idea from? I was watching another channel, another YouTuber. It was either Karen Titus or Jackie Ballheis or Connie Stewart. And they were showing cards. Maybe it was Karen Titus. They were showing cards they had received, and someone had done this pattern. So I just loved it. I thought, what a great. They had just done it like this, and then they did a band straight across. But I love my squares, and it's what's left over from your DSP, so why not? All right, guys. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Send me a comment. As always, tell your friends about my channel. Get them to subscribe. And we'll see you later this weekend. Take care.